The Yuri Gagarin aircraft facility in Komsomolsk-on-Amur manufactures the Su-57, Russia's flagship fifth-generation fighter, which Sukhoi developed. One of the key questions for analysts, enthusiasts, and military observers has been the number of these aircraft that are being produced and delivered to the Russian Aerospace Forces, also called the VKS, since the program entered its serial production phase. The discussion has turned into a disagreement over numbers, guesses, and interpretations from available information because there are not enough official figures, which are often kept secret or poorly shared. As of early 2025, approximately 20 Su-57s are in service in Russia, according to certain foreign publications. However, Russian commentators and sympathetic authors assert that Russia has already built up to 70 planes. As is often the case with military production, the reality falls between these two extremes. The Su-57 started its serial production slowly in the early 2020s, producing only a small number of aircraft annually. The pace was constrained by the complexity of the design, the introduction of new avionics and weapons systems, and the difficulties of establishing supply chains under sanctions. The introduction of the first completely serial aircraft into service in 2020 marked a significant milestone in the program's long history. In 2021, Russia delivered approximately 3 aircraft. This number rose to 6 in 2022, and open sources indicated that approximately 12 aircraft were built by 2023. In addition to these serial variants, approximately 10 prototypes and pre-series aircraft had been flying for years, conducting aerodynamic refinements and weapons integration tests. Russian officials predicted in late 2023 that production would double in 2024, meaning more than 20 aircraft would be delivered in that year alone. Reports of new buildings and improvements at the factory in Komsomolsk-on-Amur, such as new assembly halls and better testing areas, support these claims. Rostec executives also confirmed that Su-57 production was a priority, not only to satisfy the VKS, but also to prepare for export opportunities under the Su-57E program. The exact number of Su-57s in active service is still a matter of confusion, despite these claims. By early 2025, British defense handbooks indicated that the VKS inventory consisted of only approximately 20 fighters. In contrast, Russian commentators, who cited unidentified sources, reported the completion of over 70 aircraft. Photographic evidence, indirect reporting about deliveries, and the observation of aircraft with serial numbers support a broad middle ground between these extremes. For example, in April 2025, official photographs were released of 2 Su-57s with tail numbers 25 and 26 landing in Novosibirsk. These sightings confirm that at least 2 Su-57 aircraft exist and have been transferred. However, they do not account for the number of aircraft that have been integrated into combat regiments or are currently undergoing testing. Another complicating factor is that Russian announcements regarding parties of aircraft delivered to the military rarely include specific figures. Press releases indicate that a new batch of Su-57s is being transferred. However, there is no indication of the exact number of aircraft involved. There might be as few as 2 or as many as 6 or more. This ambiguity has fostered speculation, with optimists multiplying figures based on assumptions and skeptics considering the figures as minimal. The modernization path of the fighter itself increases the uncertainty. A variant of the Su-57M or Su-57M1, equipped with second-stage engines designated AL-51F1, also known as Item 30, is mentioned in Russian sources. Official confirmation of their integration into frontline aircraft has not been provided, although these engines were reportedly prepared for serial production by late 2023. If deliveries of improved models started in 2024 or 2025, it would indicate a new phase in production. However, we have yet to receive verifiable reports indicating the delivery of a substantial number of these machines to the VKS. Modernization is parallel with the issue of exports. Algeria was often cited as the first potential purchaser when the Su-57E was introduced to foreign buyers. Nevertheless, there is no public confirmation that the assembly of export aircraft began as of mid-September 2025. Additionally, India has been identified as a potential location for licensed production, potentially of a twin-seat variant. However, negotiations in India are typically lengthy, with contracts not being inked and implemented for many years. There is not any Su-57E exported from Russia at the moment, and any talk about exports is purely hypothetical. How many Su-57s are likely to be in service by the end of 2025, given the conflicting data? Based on sightings and minimal deliveries, a conservative estimate would place the number in the mid-20s to low 30s. A moderate estimate, which considers an ongoing increase of production capacity and the establishment of new factory infrastructure, indicates that the number of aircraft delivered by the end of the year may range from 40 to 55. The total could be brought closer to 70 or slightly above in an optimistic scenario, in which output doubles as asserted in 2024 and further accelerates in 2025. The most credible figure lies between the conservative and optimistic extremes. There is sufficient evidence of factory development, production expansion, and multiple delivery parties to invalidate the lowest figures. At the same time, the high-end figures of 70 or more appear to be unsubstantiated by concrete evidence and are more likely to represent prototypes, aircraft in testing, or projections than actual deliveries. The Su-57 continues to be an essential part of Russia's effort to develop a competitive fifth-generation fighter. Nevertheless, secrecy, deliberate ambiguity, and occasional propaganda shroud its production. Russian sources tend to overstate the figures, while Western observers typically understate them. It is probable that Russia will have between 40 and 60 operational Su-57 fighters by the end of 2025, with the option of acquiring additional prototypes and demonstration aircraft. The speed of this increase in production later in the decade will depend on successfully adding new engines, overcoming supply chain issues, and getting export orders that make it worthwhile to expand the production line. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please take our channel membership, which is very affordable, to encourage us.